Standing in front of us today is the marvellous St Clements Danes Church. This is one of the several churches named in the nursery rhyme Oranges and Lemons. It is also referred to as the Danes Church because this is where Danish King Harold Harefoot is buried, according to the English historian John Stowe. Thankfully, the church survived the Great Fire of London, but in 1679 the whole of the church fabric became unsafe. So a certain Sir Christopher Wren, who was known as London's architect, especially after the Great Fire, was put in charge to design a new church. And James Gibb was also commissioned to design a new tower to the church. One of the most famous weddings to have taken place at St Clements Danes was the marriage of St Thomas Grosvenor to his partner Mary Davis of Ebury in 1676. Unfortunately, in 1941, the church was heavily bombed during the Second World War. The church was completely destroyed from the inside, as you can see from this photo after the bomb landed. In 1958, the church was reconstructed with the help of £150,000, which was donated to repair the church. That donation came from the Royal Air Force, and today the church is known as the Church to the RAF. As you walk inside the church today, you will see a memorial to books to every pilot that lost their lives during the Second World War. This also includes to the west end of the church a memorial book to 1,900 US airmen killed in the war while stationed in Britain. While standing to the middle of the church and look upwards towards the entrance, you will see a rather large organ. And this was donated to the church in 1956 from the United States as a gift. Now, with St Clements Danes being a church in central London, the church can tend to be a little busy at times. But what I noticed was with the seats that you can actually extend these by just literally pulling them outwards, which I thought was pretty cool. You can see in this photo here, which is a Victorian photo, that the windows to the left and right have beautiful stained glass windows. But this wasn't the design that Sir Christopher Wren originally had, because he actually preferred plain looking windows. And so when the church was reconstructed in the 1950s after the Second World War, the developers wanted to bring back its original look. And today, to the left and right of the church, the windows are its original plain windows. The last little gem that I'm going to show you inside St Clements Danes Church is this wonderful pulpit where the priest of St Clements Danes delivers his sermons. This wonderful wooden pulpit was built in the 1700s by the master woodworksman Gwynlyn Gibbons, and during the Second World War this was hidden away and then was put back into the church once the church was reconstructed in the 1950s. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you did, could you please like and subscribe to my channel. This would really help me out, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye bye.